Those guys really care whether you got hard or not. I mean, what makes you think you're so special? You don't know Sonny. I don't have to know. I know how he thinks. You fucked up. He'll hurt you like anybody. No, Sonny, trust me. I mean, I can't trust anybody. The sooner you know that, the better. How many times do I have to tell you? People don't respect him. They fear him. It's a big difference. You want to be somebody? Be somebody who works for a living and takes care of his family. Get the look away.
Alright, what's poppin'? It's your boy Big Rich. Good evening, Buenos Aires. Thursday evening, October 3rd, 2019. Time to get to the business. I need somebody to light up real quick. I got myself a fat spliff in my hand. Hold on, let me take a pull of this medicine. It's delicious. It's like smoking wine of the gods. You know what I'm saying? For those that understand what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Let's get out of business. Trying to get out of here and see if I can get your late night showing of the Joker with my man Joaquin Phoenix. You know what I'm saying? 20 defendants charged with crimes, including racketeering, extortion, loansharking. 3 of my favorite things. 11 members and associates of the Colombo crime family indicted. 3 indictments were unsealed today in federal court in Brooklyn, variously charging 20 defendants with racketeering, extortion, loan sharking, stalking, attempted sports bribery, and related offenses. Among those charged with racketeering were Joseph Amato, an alleged captain in the Colombo organized crime family of the Cosa Nostra, Daniel Capaldo and Thomas Scorcia, alleged Colombo family members, and Joseph Amato Jr. and Anthony Silvestro, alleged Colombo family associates. An additional alleged Colombo family member, Vincent Scorcia, was also indicted. The indictments relate to the defendants charged criminal activities in Staten Island and elsewhere since January 2014. So they've been watching for like 5 fucking years, these feds. Fucking losers. The defendants were arrested this morning and are scheduled to be arraigned this afternoon before United States Magistrate Judge Vera M. Scannion. As alleged in the indictments and the government's detention letters, the investigation began in November 2016 when a GPS tracking device was found concealed on an MTA bus. In one email, Amato stated, "This is my island, not yours. I have eyes all over. Minke, what are you kidding me?" In another email, Amato stated, "I'm a man's man, you understand? You capiche?" His then girlfriend discovered the device on her vehicle and removed it, and it was subsequently attached to and recovered from the MTA bus at a depot in Staten Island. Thereafter, the government obtained court authorization to intercept communications over various cellular telephones used by the defendants. So what you're telling me here is this guy tried to put a fucking tracking device on his girl or his then girlfriend, and she found it and removed it and left it on a fucking bus. And they opened up an investigation on that. Is that fucking crazy or what? Remind me one day to tell you about the story back in 1973. I wasn't alive, but I read it in a book someplace that somebody in Jackson Heights, my neighborhood, wrote a letter to the FBI and said the Colombian cartel is going crazy in Queens with the cocaine. For those of you that do listen to the morning show, I know I told you guys many times, I lived in the part of Queens that the Cali cartel took over. That means if you found a dead body on 80th Street, the head was probably on the field in 78th Street. It was crazy when we grew up. It was bizarre, but anyway, let me not lose sight of what I'm trying to say here. Jesus. But what I'm trying to say is a letter in 1973 written by somebody in this neighborhood is what caused the DEA to investigate into the Cali cartel, which they didn't even have a clue existed. Okay, that's what I was trying to say. Anyway, we'll talk about that in the Gangster Spotlight. As detailed in the government's court filings, Amato and members of his crew used violence and threats of violence to earn illegal proceeds and solidify the crew's reputation and standing. On one occasion, an individual confronted Amato Jr. for insulting a woman in a bar. Amato Jr. told the individual to back off and threatened, "Do you know who my father is? The following day, the individual was lured to a location where Amato Jr., and other members of Amato's crew brutally beat the victim, leaving him bloodied and in need of staples in his scalp. Now, me personally, I wouldn't have yelled out, "Hey, you know who my father is," but, maybe he's trying to make a point. On other occasions, court authorized intercepts captured. Scorcia boasting, "I told the guy, sit in the car, and the kid had the tears." 2. Silvestro advising Scorcia, "You send him a smack. If he raises his hand back to you, we beat the bricks off him. That's it. That's all. That's it." And 3. Following the commission of one of the charged crimes of violence, Amato Jr. described the crime and victim's reaction. "We abused him so bad. Yo, I had me and Pap Silvestro, bro, had him shaking, bro. He was in tears, man. He was crying, man." The court authorized wiretaps to also capture the defendant's scheme to fix an NCAA college basketball game. To further the scheme, the defendant, Benjamin Bifalco, offered members of a college basketball team thousands of dollars to intentionally lose the game. 2 firearms, 2 stun guns, a canister of purported tear gas, and thousands of dollars in U.S. currency were recovered during court-authorized searches of residences of Amato and Scorcia. The mafia is not the criminal threat it once was, but we remain vigilant and will rigorously investigate and prosecute members and associates who engage in violence and extortion to intimidate victims and enrich themselves and their crime family, stated U.S. Attorney Donahue. Mr. Donahue extended his grateful appreciation to the DEA New York DETF for its assistance during the investigation, and that's Drug Enforcement Task Force. One of the stunning things revealed in this investigation, it seems members of the mafia families that were once almost romanticized by Hollywood and pop culture have resorted to acting like playground bullies. As alleged, they are still up to their old extortion and bribery schemes and terrorizing their victims, but they also still get caught. The FBI New York Joint Organized Crime Task Force wants to send a clear message to members of the families in our communities who continue to operate. We will do all we can to stop a true resurgence from ever happening, stated FBI Assistant Director in Charge Sweeney. Hey, FBI Assistant Director in Charge Sweeney, you want to know what they call illegal mafia? The FBI. Fuck out of here. One mafia telling another mafia the fucking rules. How dare you? The charges in the indictments are allegations, and the defendants are presumed innocent until proven guilty. The government case is being prosecuted by the office's Organized Crime and Gang Section. So, trying to rig a fucking NCAA game, huh? I like it. I can't front. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Let me tell you something what you're going to do after you listen to this video, okay? You're going to like the fucking video. Even if you don't like the video, you're going to like the fucking video. Guess why? Because I said you're going to like the video. Press fucking like, you mook. If you're listening to the video, press like. It's so simple. Don't be lazy. Pick up your finger and press like. Press like. You capiche? Salute.